Coach, players you have up here with you.
All right. Brought with me some players this year. First, we have catcher Sammy Perozzi. Sammy. We have Jarrell Ortega. He's shortstop, third baseman. And down on the other end, we have our really starting first baseman, probably our third baseman, but he's one of our better players, Brady Strelitz. He's a 10th grader. The other two fellows are 12th graders. Excuse me.
Last year? Really?
Yeah, it was painful.
Oh,
We had a golden opportunity to win a district championship and set ourselves up with a better bracket into the playoffs. The other team played better than we did at the district tournament. We lost 1-0. It was the only run they scored on us all year in 3 games, but it was a run that counted. I've thought about that a lot over the last few months. I hope they have too, and they have their opportunity this year to, I think, put themselves in a position again to win a district championship.
is that something you guys, it looks like you guys have been thinking about that a lot.
Absolutely, absolutely. Certainly have unfinished business we got to take care of this year. We intend on it.
Especially, they say it all the time, but that game is really a great example of what a fine line it is between win and loss. Again, what are some of the specifics? What are some of the things that you can do to ensure that you're on the right side of games like that this season?
Prepare better, definitely prepare better, like defensively, offensively, and all that. We gotta prepare.
And you had a really strong season last year. As a program, how are there things that you're using from that as kind of building blocks for this season?
Well, we've done a couple things the last couple of years. We increased sort of our off-season conditioning, gone sort of outside the building, if you will. We've had a couple guys come in and help us at a couple of different facilities in Boca. The kids have really worked hard there. I think they enjoyed it a little bit better than just running around a baseball field, but they pushed themselves with the weights and with the different agility drills, and they've been able to step themselves up a little bit. We saw it last year, and I think we're going to see it again this year. We're just going to need to get the pitching. Our number one guy last year took 9 wins with him when he left, and so somebody's going to have to step up and be that guy this year.
Talk a little bit about some of the fall. I saw you nod your head, and especially being a catcher, I'm sure that helps a lot. What are some of the ways that you're seeing the improvements off all that fall work?
Certainly, the strength and conditioning is such a big deal. It makes such a big difference. We've really been working hard this offseason. We fully intend on winning the district this year. That's the only thing in our minds right now. Anything after that is icing on the cake. But 4th and final year here, I fully intend on winning the district.
Jarrell?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Brady, you're an underclassman there. What do you see?
I think we just need to work hard as a team and get a team bond built. We have a lot of new kids this season and a lot of kids that came up from JV that are now in varsity this season, so they need to bond with the varsity players, and if we work as a team, I think we'll be successful.
Yeah, biggest thing for us is building the team camaraderie. Me and Jarrell have been working hard on. We got a lot of new guys, young guys coming up that really don't know how things work yet and everything like that. So we're working hard to get them into the family type feel. Like we're all brothers, 100%. That's the only way to win. We play for each other.
And just going right off of that, today's the first time that Spanish River's come for the media day. A lot of these guys obviously new to the team. It's new for them. How much did today help you guys in that team bonding?
I think it helped a lot. We bonded in the IO. We had an under pressure situation for the first time as a team, and we had to see how we would work together, and we're good today.
How about from a coaching point of view? Were you happy with the IO? What was the
There's
like?
always improvement. I was fortunate to coach with a guy named Bob Shaw up in North Palm Beach, who sort of has his hands on almost every program in Palm Beach County, including the University of Florida, where their head coach also played for Bob, and that's worked pretty well for them up there. But Bob was always one of those guys that sort of demanded a perfect IO, and we strive for that every time, and I do too. And I think that's really where you start your day, kids showing up on time, and then after that it's how you do IO, and then you sort of carry that right into the game. But it's early. We had a couple kids sort of playing out of position today. We were missing a couple because of the ACT test that was going on today. So I had to use a couple outfielders in the infield. But they weren't any of the issues that we might have had out there. But again, like Brady said, is their first chance to sort of get in front of the camera, if you will.
Yeah, it was almost like a dress rehearsal.
Yeah, it's a different thing. And all of a sudden you're on somebody else's field and somebody else's county so it was a great opportunity for them to get out there and really give an effort that we can build on.
You talked about when you introduced yourself, you said that this is going to be your final season.
Mm-hmm. My last year.
Been quite a run. There's so much that we could spend just talking about that. Talk a little bit about all the program traditions you've been able to build over all these years.
Most of everything that's happened hasn't been because of me. It's because of the people that we've gotten involved with the program, whether they've been involved with the booster club or former players that have helped us out and that kind of thing. But when I first got there, we didn't have any lights, really didn't have any dugouts. You just, it was a little league field it looked like, and so we've been able to really build on what we hope a good high school field should look at and look like. There are some things we'd like to have a little different, but you try and make do with what you can, because you got to put your money towards the things that you definitely need. But just the physical angle to the field, everything looks different from when I first got there. We've had a number of good players come through. Fortunately for us, I can say I think all three of these guys are going somewhere for the next level because they have that desire. And every kid that's really put forth the effort to want to improve, to want to get to the next level, I feel confident saying has actually had that opportunity. But yeah, it's been kind of fun to see where we were able to start when I first got there in 1994 to where we are now, and so it'd be fun I'm going to be able to leave it in pretty good hands, I think, players wise, next year with whoever comes in, because we do have so many young guys that are going to get valuable playing time this year.
You get nostalgic at all this?
No,
You kind of go through everything?
no.
It's your last time of everything?
Not yet. I was able to schedule every school that I've coached at, except one, Palm Beach Gardens. I would have liked that. Joe couldn't make a hole for me. But it'll be tough going back to Lake Worth for the last time, places like that where I went to high school, where I played. And certainly we enjoy going back there and playing. And just, again, like you said, nostalgic-wise, my dad played there, I played there, my son played there. So there'll be places like that we go that they'll bring back some good memories.
I can ask Joel, but I know he's having his voice is a little weak. What would it mean to yourself, to your teammates, to be the group that brought that district title to Spanish River and Coach Harvey's last year?
Oh, it would be everything. It would be everything. It's what I've been chasing since I was a freshman. I think the other guys could say the same. It's everything. It's what we wanted. We haven't won one in a long time. We came so close last year, broke our hearts. I couldn't sleep for a while. It's tough. I think Coach Harvey's being a little modest. Him and Coach Trudell have been absolutely the fabric that holds our program together. They do everything, not just on the baseball front. They've taught us how to be men. Mm-hmm. with everything, showing up on time, communication, the countless lessons they've taught us have unbelievable. I couldn't imagine coming through high school without them.
So they say, that pain hung for a little while, but it's almost, especially now that it's a new season, it's almost a good thing that you had that.
Yeah.
How do you turn that pain and use that in the positive ways?
Well, it's only my second year, and the first year I got the opportunity to go to the district championship, and losing by that one run did not feel good, and we've been thinking about it for a while, and now we just have to turn that into motivation to just get back there and be more aggressive on the way there and just make ourselves known as the district championships by the end of this season.
I could sit here and talk to Coach Harvey all day. But, Coach, I guess really what's going to be the key to make it all happen here at the end of the year?
Well, I am fortunate. I know, Sammy alluded to Coach Trudell. He's been obviously a main factor in the things that we've been able to accomplish at Spanish River. we have, I think, a group in place that, you know, if they'll come in and work hard, listen, try and improve every day, that I think that, I hate saying the sky's the limit. I don't want to put any extra pressure on them, but I think that we can be successful this year in reaching the goals that we're going to set. And obviously, a winning season's one, a district championship is another, winning a regional game is going to be one, and trying to get to the state Final Four. I think if you put anything other than that, you're putting too much pressure on the kids. But I think from the coaching staff down through our manager, we've got everything in place that we can be successful if we'll put our mind to it. Everything's got to be focused towards the things that are important. Obviously, school is important at the high school level. Family is important at the high school level. And whatever it is that you're trying to play, whether it's baseball or not, there needs to be a focus on that and that only.
And you said the word family. I'll open it up to Coach Harvey or any of the players if you want to. Because that's one of the things I've always noticed over the years going to Spanish Rivers. You have a really strong support from the community, the parents. They're really, really there for you guys. Not every program necessarily has that. How important is that to you guys?
In my mind, it's the most important thing, honestly. People could say preparation's the most important thing, hard work, anything you say. I think the bond. I think if the team is playing for each other instead of playing for themselves, there's no way you can't be successful. No way.
Works as a team, works as one. There's no I in a team, for sure.
Brady?
I think if you build the bond as a team, that's more successful as everyone pulling their own string. You got to pull one rope to win the games.
And I think that we're only dealing with the stuff on this side of the fence. There's always a lot of stuff going on the other side of the fence. Sometimes it's positive, sometimes it's not. But I think for the majority, if the people on the other side of the fence are pulling in the same direction that we are, and we've been very fortunate, as you mentioned, we've had a pretty good booster group that understands, hey, whatever it is we're doing, we're trying to do for the benefit of the kid that's out there wearing that uniform and has your name on it. That we can all be successful in this. It's been fun the last few years. The moms have all sort of gotten together and gotten T-shirts and put their number of their child on it with the name and worn those to the games. And again, that's part of some of the development we've seen through the years too, where people just sort of showed up and when their kid wasn't in the starting lineup, they weren't there after the first pitch. But we've tried to do a good job. Cookouts and a couple social things here or there with the parents of the JV and the varsity and everybody getting together and understanding this is for everybody. It's not just for one person, and we've had a pretty good showing of parents for things like that. So we appreciate their support. Couldn't do it without them.
Oh yeah, it's evident when someone outside the program like myself notices. Obviously, it's there. Well, guys, I appreciate you taking the time here today. It's great to get to sit here with you. And here's the